That is actually quite it makes a good point. You know, this AI is actually making a very good point. My recommendation is safe, aggressive setup. To trade 10% size without blowing up the account, we need to add 2 specific safeguards to the code. This allows you to swing big bats, but cut the trade before it becomes a total loss. Hard stop loss on premium. Instead of waiting for the trend to reverse, we add a catastrophic stop rule. If the option premium drops by 50% from our entry price, sell immediately. That actually makes a lot of sense. We have like a stop loss, right? So add a 50% stop loss. Right, so math, 10% size, right, 5% total account risk per trade. You get the upside of a 10% position, but your downside is capped at 5%. You survive to fight another day. That actually is not a bad idea. I like that idea. The time stop DTE floor. Options lose value exponentially in the last 14 days. Holding position and hoping for miracles how accounts die. Rule: if days to expiration is less than 10, sell the position no matter what. This prevents you from holding dust until it hits 0. You salvage whatever premium is left. I actually really like these recommendations. These are fantastic. So basically it's saying put a stop loss of 50%, and we have a take profit rule of 200%. I didn't even realize that. Sell if DTE is less than 10. I actually really like these ideas. Check this out. Here's our back test. It's still going. This is pretty damn cool. Look at this. 2% of the account is up 10,000 bucks. Someone's saying here, you want to do 20%, huh? We could. 20% is definitely risky. I mean, this other AI, like our AI is saying here, you know, it's saying 10% is risky, and you want to go 20, huh? I think we know what kind of risk-taking stuff you do. I think that'd be pretty cool to see, though. I think, you know, look at this. So theoretically, right, if it made $10,000 with 2%, it should have made about $50,000 with this higher amount, right, with the 10%. And theoretically, if we use 20%, it would do even more, right? What it would do is it would have made $100,000 or something. That would have been pretty damn crazy. And what I'm also thinking, another thing I'm thinking, because this is actually good. LOL. Yeah, I know that's ambitious. 20% is pretty crazy. That's very aggressive, you know. Our AI is saying 10% aggressive, as you're saying 20%. Why not? You know, YOLO, right? I'm down to try it. But what I'm also thinking is I would want this thing to make money in normal situations, right? Because this is a strategy. Okay, it makes money when the market goes down. That's great. But what about when the market is not going down? I'd want this thing to actually still own something in the meantime. It should own like SPY or whatever in the meantime. Or we can make this thing like super leveraged. We can make this thing own TQQQ. This is kind of what I'm thinking. What if we own TQQQ in most situations? And then whenever it finds that this thing hits, right, it actually seems to be pretty good at, you know, getting RSI and all those other things. That's what it's using here. I think it's using a, where are the parameters here? EMA, It's below the 50 EMA and the 20 EMA, and it's an RSI below 50, right? So if we're below the 50 EMA and we're below the RSI is below 50, that's when it enters. It actually seems to be, you know, not a bad thing to do. Look at this. It's up 109,000 bucks. So it's up 9,000 bucks. So what if I also think this strategy should own something when we are not in the downturn? Maybe TQQQ. So what do you think about that? Put it into the comments. Let me know. I respond to all of your comments, so I'm very interested to hear what you thought about the video and what do you want to see next. And of course, if you're interested in any of this stuff, go check it out at botspot.trade.